Alright, you know, the truth hurts. You know the truth hurts when everybody feels some type of way about you. Now, I don't go on YouTube to try to get females to like me. I don't go on YouTube to try to get anybody to like me. I go on YouTube to get people to understand me and to like see if they can, learn something from my trials and tribulations. Now, check this out. Stop me if I'm wrong, but if you paid attention to how these females react to life, don't it almost seem like stupid is inheritable? Like you can inherit stupidity. And I be sitting over here praying it would just skip a generation every now and then. Or I had got the person pregnant who missed that gene. But it's almost as if that I almost feel like I can only get that person pregnant. The one with that gene. like it's almost as if like my positive is so positive it needs a complete negative. Now a lot of people look at it but like, boy, you really soaking it in, like you really feeling yourself. But come on now, to be this smart, it's not that hard for me. Like I could see things and I could say things that nobody can argue with me about. They could just feel some type of way about it. Like I've gone on years seen a mother raise a child who disrespected her. She couldn't wait till she had a child. Soon as she had a child, she watched as this child disrespected her daughter. And she laughed, like, see, this is revenge because you put me through this. And then it goes on, and then it goes on, and then it continues, etc., etc. Now, let me tell you something. You know what I mean? As a scientist, what scientists do is they collect data. And basically, they look for consistency. Consistency is like the truth to them. And it's really the truth in reality. Cause I've watched my baby mother disrespect her mother. So my daughter's great grandmother was getting disrespected by her grandmother. Then I also seen my daughter's grandmother get disrespected by my daughter's mother, and then I also watched my daughter disrespect her mother. Nobody ever saw me disrespect my mother. They heard me say some ish about my mother, but you could say things. Like if my mother right now said, "What did you say about me? You said such and such and such." I'd be like, "That's not what I said, man." Yes, I'm going to lie. I'm going to finesse the hell out of that because that is my mother. She had put the fear of God into me. And my mother said, "What did you say?" I knew right then and there not to say what she heard me say or what she thinks she heard me say. I need to convince her that this lie that I'm about to tell her is what I said or what she thinks she heard. And that's what I always did. And when I couldn't respond fast enough, I was on my back, getting up off the floor. She wasn't playing. My mother would never snap on me, really. Like but when I did something wrong, she would snap, but it wouldn't be on some old. How I put this, because that really don't make no sense. Let me put it like this. It was consistent. Put it like that. I know my mother had a lot of drug habits, and that made her a very angry person. So there was a lot of times I could have just gotten a talking to, but it always was violent most of the time. Or I get cursed out, yelled at, and stuff like that. It was just, I just felt so violated. But I knew no matter how bad she made me feel, I better not disrespect her, or things could get worse. This as a child made me, become more aware of my actions and the consequences of those actions. Not everybody was blessed with those type of parents. Like, I understand my mother was a crackhead, and she did a lot of dope too, and she was drinking meth, and she was doing all types of things. But she didn't tolerate no disrespect. All mothers ain't like that. I guess because they wasn't on drugs, they felt like they had to raise their children like Caucasians raise their children. And I'm trying to figure out, when did these niggas think they was Caucasian? You can't raise black children like they Caucasian. I mean, they don't have that white atmosphere, that white stigma. You understand? Like, I don't even know why would they even allow their kids to disrespect them. I've seen my baby mothers disrespect their mothers. Those who didn't have their mothers there, I just seen them just be very disrespectful. And I'm always in my head like, I know she know I hit hard. Like, I could break her jaw. But I, unlike her, I'm aware of the consequences of my actions. I know that this punk ass motherfucker popping all this lip ain't gonna do nothing but call the police. I've heard stories about this person going out, not only coming home pissy drunk, you know what I mean, not knowing what the hell happened, getting lost in different places, whatever the case may be. But I also heard this person got spit on, hit, and this, that, and the third, punched, whatever the case may be. And they was around the same friends or family or whatever the case may be, who ain't even help them or do nothing about it. I remember one of my baby mothers fought a fight for their cousin, and their cousin looked at them like they were wrong. Like, you hear these stories and you be looking at this person like you don't realize what type of friends and family you have yet by now. Like, you slow. Like, that's stupid. It's genetic. This is a stupid gene. To have this happen, then this happened, then this happened, and this happened, as if this is supposed to happen, is retarded and stupid. But you did wrong. You don't let your child do wrong. You don't let them go down the same path you went down. All because you're too ornery or too stuck up or too stubborn to put your... I don't even know what the fuck these bitches call with it. That shit is not pride. That is stupid. It's stupid. You don't let your child fuck up like that. You don't have a child. You don't bring alcohol to a child's birthday party. Like, they be setting so many bad examples. Like, I believe that all these females think that all you have to do is feed, clothe, wash, and keep a roof over a child's head, and you're a good parent. No, you're a good babysitter. You can watch your child. You can make sure that they eat, sleep, go to the doctors. Like, I'm pretty sure the babysitter is not going to wait for the parents to come home to take the child to the doctors if they need to go to the doctors. Like, you're just a good babysitter. You're not a parent, because a parent does parental things. A lion is a parent. A lion teaches their kids how to survive in the world the best way they know how, to be efficient hunters and all of that shit. To be strong and make certain decisions, make the right decision. They try to do that. That's what the hell you should be trying to do. And that's what being a parent is, teaching your kids what they need to learn and what they need to know. That's what being a parent is. Everything else is babysitting. I'm so sorry. But, stupidity evidently is genetic. Like, I'm not really trying to disrespect nobody. I'm just calling it like I see it. Like, I've seen this with my own eyes. You can't take it from me. I'm not making this up. I watch A get disrespected by B, then B get disrespected by C, then C got disrespected by D, and I'm only looking at it like, oh, this is how this is going to continue. I can't talk to my mother like that to this day. As a grown man, I remember walking away from my mother and she's saying, come here right now. And I'm like, man, I am 30-something years old. Who is she talking to? I said, now, I'm coming. Like, that's my mother. And I feel good inside that I have a mother that I respect. Knowing that when you grow up like that, it disgusts you to see somebody else disrespect their mother. It disgusts you. Because when you see how they talk to somebody who brought them in the world, who said, I'm not getting an abortion, I'm keeping it. She decided to keep your little disrespectful ass. How the fuck you gonna disrespect her? That's where that stupidity comes in. That pure stupidity. It's like the purest form of stupidity when you gotta deal with people who exist like that. You know what I mean? And like I'm telling you, like when you don't smoke and you think it's disgusting, like you was raised not to smoke, you always look at a smoker like they're disgusting. When you raised not to drink and you don't drink, you always look at a person that drink as disgusting. Like you wonder why they do it, like it's nasty. Like you're not gonna do it. It's okay for them to do it, but you're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, man, like when it comes to kids, you gotta be a little bit more parental. You gotta be more aggressive. Especially if you're a black parent, you know how these kids coming. They ain't taking no sissy ish and none of that. This world is harder on us. So we gotta automatically be harder on them because we gotta give them the truth about reality for us. Life is going to be harder for you. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have men out here trying to treat you like complete whores. You're going to have everybody, like these females, jealous of you. You're gonna have to try to do whatever. Like you figure out how to give them the best out of life, not the worst. But fuck them. Look at my complexion, though. Look at that shit. That sun is the truth. Yeah, I love that sun. But for real though, like I don't be trying to piss nobody off or disrespect nobody. It's just the only thing I be thinking about. Like I think about my kids all the time. Like I know why I do what I do and why I do what I do. You understand? Like it just be on my mind every day. Like, how's my babies doing? Because I know if anybody else don't like me, I don't even care. My babies do. My babies love me. From the oldest to the youngest. I don't even have to be the favorite. They still love me. Not gonna lie, in many cases I'm not the favorite, but they respect and love me. And that's all that matters.